This is infrared. And we're approaching Jamaica Station on the Long Island Railroad so that you don't have to. And we've come to a full stop for no apparent reason.
I guess we don't have to either.
It's Wednesday, January 25th, 10:30 a.m. And we are headed to Jamaica because after probably 60 years of planning and 30 years of design and construction, the MTA is operating passenger service on the Long Island Railroad directly from Jamaica to Grand Central. A project that, when it was conceived, was called Eastside Access. And only in the last year, MTA decided on naming it Grand Central Madison.
A much better name, in my opinion.
Much better. So it's about 10:28 a.m. The first scheduled train directly to Grand Central is scheduled to depart Jamaica at 10:45 a.m. We don't know what track yet. Perhaps if we looked on the MTA's train time, I forget what their app is called. It's very good, and it usually posts departure tracks for all Long Island Railroad and Metro North trains.
I think it's my MTA. Look at this announcement on the app. Grand Central Madison opens today.
Okay. So there you go. You don't have to take our word for it. It's posted on the MTA app. And all the credibility that conveys. J Tower. Did he just say track number 1 to Grand Central?
I believe so.
Okay.
They gotta give me track number 1. Track 2, track 3. Track number 1.
Yeah, I see a lot of people, well, several, with reflective suits on, standing on the platform for track 1.
They should have, nice top hat and cane and something festive for the occasion.
Other tracks. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Other tracks.
Other tracks. I'm usually only here at night trying to get back from JFK. Commuting.
How many people are waiting for this train to depart. Oh, these are new signs for the airport, too.
I've been waiting 65 years for this.
Grand Central Madison is boarding track 1.
Hey!
Yes! You heard it!
You heard it here first.
Oh, let's just get this, though.
Custom Charlie to Atlantic Truck. Train to Atlantic Truck will schedule track 4 at 10:39.
Oh.
How many tracks are there again?
Penn
It's like-
Station from track 5 is unusual,
Is it?
in my experience. Oh, wait, let's in the master board. And it says,
So there's more than 8 tracks, right? There's like 12 or something tracks, but I guess they're only 2.
I think there's a new 9th track. Okay. And then you take over while I activate tickets.
We'll film the activation of the tickets too.
Grand Central.
Hey! Oh.
Okay.
Oh wait, here, lift it up here so I can see it. Yeah.
Okay.
1032 Long Beach West Hempstead train will be the following train on track 7, taking Rally's train for the train West Hempstead. Please stand clear to close the doors on track 7. All aboard track 7, all aboard.
Yeah.
All right.
In Grand Central Madison, boarding track 1, 10:45. In Grand Central Madison is boarding track 1.
Are you as excited as we are?
Today, everybody's going to proceed to the front end of the platform, okay?
I'm in the middle.
You're going to proceed to the front end, and you're going to keep going to the take the enjoy.
Thank you. Yeah. The media.
They're using the newest cars.
Oh yeah. What
You
model
can
is it?
tell, among other things, because it tells you what car this is. Car 7 of 12.
Yeah. They're named like the board.
Get on here.
Let's walk all the way down. I just want to see what the. Just as long as we don't miss the train. I think we're good though. 9 minutes. Yeah, we'll walk all the way down. Why not?
Local Penn Station train next on track 5. That train has 12 cars.
Oh, yeah.
First 6 will platform, Q guards, Forest Hills, Q guards, Forest Hills, Woodside, and Penn Station. Next on track 5. The last 4 cars will not open on track 5.
I'm gonna walk back.
And you can tell these are new because they have the Cuomo New York State colors on them.
The Cuomo colors.
Yeah. All these are Cuomo series cars.
The Cuomo series cars. Wow.
Just like the city buses with a similar blue and yellow New York State colors. So that's the Cuomo buses.
The Cuomo.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is my son David.
Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Nice to work together.
He was the CIO at Warner.
You guys
Oh, I'm still working for them.
Excellent.
This must be a fun day.
It is.
Yeah.
We've been working on this job for 17 years.
Yeah.
You know, so by the time I started working at the railroad in '82, this was already like, you know, in the planning
Amazing, huh?
since before 1970s, and it was originally supposed to be a completely separate station under Rockefeller Center,
Right.
48th Street.
We're filming a little video. You don't mind if
Oh, not at all.
Oh,
Not
okay,
at all.
yeah.
Not at all.
For the historic day. Yeah.
Great. All right. Is everything good?
Yeah,
Great. You working or are you?
I've been retired for 12 months.
Great.
Almost
This might
nearly
be my
12
last
months.
year.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much.
Good to see you. Wow, that was good. Okay. Now that's it. We got 6 minutes. Let's just should we just take a look out into the yard and then we'll board the train. That was closed. Let's just get a little picture here and then we'll board. Yeah.
Train to Atlanta Terminal arriving track 4, train to Penn Station arriving track 5, or the train towards the middle of the platform.
Look at the air train, a 3-car air train. I've never seen them more than 3 cars, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. All right.
This is another new train.
How is it? With the Cuomo colors.
10:45 train.
Look at those Cuomo colors.
Track 1, more seating is available towards the middle of the train.
Is that like accepted slang in the train world? Is that these are the Cuomo or in the?
No, I just made that.
Oh, you just made that up. Okay. All right.
Let customers leave the train before boarding. Be careful.
Do we want to?
Train to Atlantic Terminal
It's on.
You want to just go in here, or
It's on
or
tilt mode also, so just be.
yeah?
Yeah. We can go in here. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. There's more seats towards the back.
No, hold my corner. I got you.
Do we want to go towards the back? There are more
Let's do that.
seats.
Let's do that.
Yeah, we've got 2 minutes. Excuse me, please. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's not, not really overwhelming and
But it definitely is full.
You guys more so Woodside.
how about here? Pretty good.
Judging by the sign, it looks like East has left more seats. There's more seats over there? That's what the sign says. As far as it's yellow. I can't say for certain, but looking at that sign.
We got
right
2
there,
minutes.
We got 2 minutes. The green is supposedly.
Oh, 3 minutes.
All right, thank you. It's getting chaotic here. It's getting chaotic.
Yeah. So here. Pretty good.
In the all aboard track 5.
Any seats? No. Well, yeah,
The next
actually.
stop on this train will be Grand Central Madison. We will arrive at the first major train terminal to open in the United States in 67 years. Part of the first Long Island Railroad
stand by the
expansion,
window, too.
the Penn Station opened on September 8, 1910, more than 112 years ago. Joining us on this historic ride is the 57th Governor of the state of New York,
Wow.
Kathy Hochul. We're also joined by MTA Chair and CEO Janno Lieber, and Long Island Railroad interim president, Kathy Hochul.
Maybe we'll see Kathy Hochul taking tickets up and down the car.
I certainly hope so.
I hope so.
One day when you have kids, one day you tell your kid that you used to first one, the first train, right? Those time soon, we got a kid. One day. See it. Out there, beautiful. Beautiful place. A lot of walking room.
It's kind of a cool announcement. What they say the first time a new track has been opened.
112 years.
Yeah, I guess it's 1913. Is that
Oh.
true? Yeah.
Yeah. Penn Station.
Yeah.
Well, my watch is 1 to 2 minutes fast. So it looks like we're going to leave on time.
Which
I mean, the
window?
governor's on board. They gotta go on time.
Yeah.
Whoops.
She's in the she's in the engine room shoveling coal into the furnace.
Yeah. Look out! There's an iceberg. No, we got to make the schedule.
I know we should have built this track over the iceberg line. Wait, which window should I find? Where's the one?
I would think. I mean, I would always choose the left window because then you see trains coming in the opposite direction.
Oh, so it's going to depart this way.
Yeah, we're going this way. We're going to pass normal Long Island Railroad stations that you would pass on the way to Penn Station. Kew Gardens, Forest Hills, and Woodside. I don't know if this train is stopping at them or not. Every other train stops at those stations, and
I think this
every
is,
other train runs nonstop to Grand Central.
I think this is nuts. I think she said next stop will be.
Yeah, and I mean with the governor on board, really.
Yeah, she's. I don't have time to be stopping at all
Yeah.
these local stops.
Yeah. What's for me in Kew Gardens?
We must have like less than a minute until departure.
Good. Car 6 out of 12, so we'll be in the middle of Grand Central Madison when we arrive. Oh, the historic closing of the door on the first trip from Jamaica to Grand Central, the first revenue passenger trip.
That's the only trip that counts.
Grand Central, this is exciting.
I'm glad someone shares our enthusiasm.
The people are going nuts.
What if we lose power?
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to contain them. This is a million times worse than anything I've ever seen before.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next stop on this train will be Grand Central Madison. We will arrive at the first major train terminal to open in the United States in 67 years. It's part of the first Long Island Railroad expansion since Penn Station opened on September 8, 1910, more than 112 years ago. Joining us on this historic ride is the 57th Governor of the State of New York, Kathy Hochul. We are also joined by MTA Chair and CEO Janno Lieber and Long Island Railroad Interim President Catherine Rinaldi.
Yeah, she's been interim president for like over a year.
Long interim.
She's president of Metro North. She's been president of Metro North for a while. She's been interim president of Long Island Railroad.
This is the train to
Should be
Grand
free.
Central.
Somebody said.
The next station is Grand Central.
Is this the train to Grand Central? Oh, and this, the
historic taking of the tickets.
well, and also the Times alert.
How is it?
Yeah, that Grand Central Madison. So.
Nice. Oh, you gotta get this.
Even though it's marked to Atlantic Terminal, but it's the same fare zone and it's a city ticket.
You sure they're not going to kick you? Get off of this train.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. It's for both of us.
You're good, thank you.
Okay, thanks. There it is. It's on for. Thanks. I think he's just happy that we tried.
Pretty good views from both sides, actually.
Forest Hills is always nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is Jamaica.
Yeah. I think we passed it.
What's that?
The Trump Pavilion of Jamaica Hospital. But I think it's Fred Trump.
Oh, Trump classic.
Yeah. Wow, a pallet store.
Yeah.
What do you call this, Palatine?
A plane flying sideways up there.
So this is what anyone riding from Jamaica to Penn Station would normally see. Until we get to that magical point where we veer off of the line going to Penn Station and onto the line going to Grand Central, which will cross under the East River through a section of the 63rd Street Tunnel. The other service that uses the 63rd Street Tunnel. Oh, look at those water tanks in the background. That was, I think, from when Jamaica had its own water supply.
Oh, how
separate from the city until about 30 years ago.
Really?
30 to 40 years ago when the city took over. And, so Jamaica gets the same water everyone else in the city does now from the Catskills.
Were there other parts of the city that were like that with their independent, just only Jamaica?
Just Jamaica. And so in the olden days when, for example, MTA headquarters didn't like ideas that were coming out of the Long Island Railroad, whose offices are in Jamaica, they used to say it must be the water.
Something in the water.
I think I want to try this.
have a special golden ticket for all our riders today. These will be distributed at Grand Central Madison when you enter the terminal. Please be sure to keep your commemorative keepsake for today's historic ride.
Excellent.
Arriving in just 10 more minutes. Woo!
All right. Woodside with an additional sign for LaGuardia Airport. I'm sorry?
I actually saw the tunnel when I went to the Penn Station. The tunnel of the Grand Central.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it while I was going to Penn Station.
Oh. This is the new portion, yeah. From the cheering and the rest of the car, I would say we've now entered the new trackage leading to the 63rd Street Tunnel. I guess we're in the 63rd Street Tunnel. Assuming that Governor Kathy Hochul will make a speech.
You would think so.
Somewhere in Grand Central, somewhere obvious. It should be obvious, like with a lectern and cameras already set up.
Unless she plans on arriving as FDR used to arrive in Grand Central in a bulletproof hidden car that's just going to transport her to her destination and keep her shielded from the press, so that they don't find out she had polio as a kid.
Right. So that would not be Grand Central Madison, that would be Grand Central Roosevelt.
That's true, yes. I like how it's a mix of excited train people and just regular commuters trying to read the newspaper.
Yeah. All I want to do is get to Grand Central.
Just take the 4, yeah.
That's it.
We're about to take the 4, 5, or 6. We're at 7.
Yeah. gotta give a speech. She's gotta take credit for this.
Yeah.
Right?
After how many years? 65 years?
I first read about this in 67 or 68
That's when they first proposed it, 1966.
as a completely separate terminal under Rockefeller Center at 48th Street.
Oh.
Not under Rockefeller Center, under like Madison and 48.
You got in there too.
The what?
Famous.
The what?
The Long Island Herald.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I was hoping at the Times would focus on
They might,
it. I'll take it.
yeah. So where the high bids, yeah, I can actually see.
What about people who got caught up yesterday in when that former Columbia doctor went guilty and yeah.
You never know when
Like
you're gonna,
bystanders just get caught up in things like that
and then they get forever linked to that news story.
forever.
Tragic. Terrible. Say again?
One of the conductors, they look confusing for a worker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You could probably get special access if they did.
I mean, I had my bag on. I was only wearing that shirt. They just had me thought it was a worker.
This station is Grand Central.
That's the first time that's ever been announced in revenue service.
We have a special golden ticket for all our riders today. These will be distributed at Grand Central Madison.
Rather have a chocolate bar.
Please be sure to get this commemorative keepsake for today's historic ride.
Wait, so this tunnel wasn't the same one as the N and Q train, right?
As the F.
The F.
F train, 63rd Street tunnel.
This tunnel. Gotcha.
Interesting. So after Woodside, it switched.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the next train going to Grand Central will stop at Woodside. Nah. Kew Gardens, Forest Hills, and Woodside. Well, look at... No one can contain their excitement here.
They've secretly released a sedative in here to calm people down.
The wheels stayed on the rails. That's the sign of good construction.
Welcome to Grand Central Madison.
First class
Please welcome
construction.
This is like
Welcome to the east side of Manhattan.
you can hear like a party going
Manhattan?
on. The announcers booth. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Whoa. Look at this platform.
It looks like 63rd and Lex.
This is the cleanest you're ever going to see it. Yeah, it does look like the.
Please watch your steps. Welcome to the east side of Manhattan.
Oh boy. All right.
You?
Photos of people taking photos. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, how the hell do we get out of here?
Yeah, let's go down the track and then come back up.
Yeah.
To get a survey of all the FTNs. Hey. pretty good.
Where's Grand Central? And it arrived on time too.
Hey. And that was the last time it ever arrived. Oh, we're just taking a survey.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, we'll loop back.
They're not going to let you go beyond that.
Okay.
Oh, they got it blocked off?
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that where the governor is? Oh! Okay.
All right, let's go upstairs.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to intrude on the governor's private time. Maybe, here, look, film that on the track just so you can see what
how
an
clean it is.
unused
Wow.
bit of concrete there is down there. Wow. That is...
It is clean.
That is clean. The walls are pristine clean.
My guess is that they had crews come in overnight and clean it one last time.
Oh yeah. Spotlessly clean. It's not open.
Not right now. You're going to go upstairs on 46.
All other trains are on 303 and 304.
They don't want anyone above the press conference either.
Like I said, like, yeah, you might be able to loop around and see the press conference.
That's all right.
I doubt it.
That's all right.
All right.
Hey. Yes, please. Do a
bird's eye view here.
Are you a rail fan yourself? Yeah, buff. We're a little buff. It's all right.
New York won.
How you doing?
Hey.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
You're a rail fan.
Yes, I am.
All right. Just tell me, what was the atmosphere like in there?
It was really amazing. Obviously amazing.
How does it feel to be on the first ride for this project that's been in the works for decades?
Well, I am just amazed by this. Like, I really, really could not miss this. I actually myself am an East Side resident, so now going to Long Island, I just only have to take one train and boom, Long Island Road is right here.
So not only are you a rail fan, you're a commuter.
Not the governor, but the next best thing.
Pretty close to the governor. I'm expecting the governor's speech to be similar. I want my golden ticket. I was promised a golden ticket. It better be real gold too.
Or at least golden.
Yeah. Oh, they did say gold in. They didn't say gold. Yeah. Gold or gold-like products. We got the Long Island Herald here.
Hi guys, how was the ride?
Let's go New York! Go to New York, go New York, go!
All right, let's see. What does it say? New York is the last true city. I don't know about that. Let's see if we... Oh, look, they got the Dashing Dan over there.
I want my ticket. Where's my ticket?
All the diamonds there.
Gina.
They did have the Dashing Dan, as the camera will attest. Yeah, I just... They got some... Yeah, it's in the distance. They had like a little mosaic of Dashing Dan on there. Should we see if we can peep over to the press conference?
Let's see how far we can get.
Empire Task Force, nice to see you.
Okay.
Future access over here. All right. Let's just go around this way. Oh, gotta use the restroom.
Right over here.
Yeah. All right. So the fabled governor must be over there, but what are you gonna do? Now, where should we exit?
No, these are not. You have to go outside upstairs to the museum desk and you'll see where you get them.
Thank you. Should we go out this way, or what do you think? Yeah, why not?
Might as well.
I like the, they've matched the look of the rest of Grand Central, of course.
And 7 trains. 42nd Street shuttle. And thank you for joining us to celebrate this grand opening.
Wow, the elevator door's open.
All right, so far no blackouts.
Are you coming or not? Hurry up, come on. I can't even wait.
Look at the next one.
If there is a next one. Okay, good start.
LIRR concourse.
What the?
What? Oh my God.
Hey!
Oh,
I want you to leave.
cool.
All right, wherever it stops, we go.
All right, well. Better hit it again.
LIRR mezzanine.
Okay.
We were just here, weren't we? Yeah.
Hey.
Don't put your name on it.
boy.
Is there a call button in here?
Well,
If it doesn't open this
maybe we'll
time.
hit the open button when it says call.
Yeah. They should probably post that instruction.
LIRR.
Oh, all right.
There you go.
The second time's a charm. I think we need to report this to Governor Kathy Hochul.
Yeah. Where is she, by the way?
So, are there restrooms? Ooh, look at this.
Hey. Oh, look, there's a huge press thing going on in the other room.
Let's see. Yeah.
Let's just take a look over here.
Yeah. Let's just take a look.
Just a brief look. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Excuse me.
Okay.
The governor's gonna.
There she is, and the governor and Janno Lieber.
Hey, and look, they got pictures of the construction. Look at that! Look at that! Oh, look, dashing down is all time. Yeah.
Yeah, dashing down. Ooh, restrooms. Okay.
Should we say we're press and get in here?
But look, oh, look at it. It is so crowded.
I'll just get a brief little, very brief.
Yeah.
Don't move fast. You gotta keep moving. Guys, you gotta keep moving.
Wow! You look exactly the same. This is my son David.
Oh, hi.
Had him, but we worked.
How are you?
Oh my God.
Maybe we met years ago.
The big baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been 4 years old.
Yes. Wow. So good to see you. Are you still with the city?
So I retired a year ago. Yeah. So this is how I like to spend my time.
Well, this was my communications project that we're not finished yet, but I'm glad you love transit still.
It's the best.
On LinkedIn.
Oh, yeah. It's been a, I'm trying to stay optimistic. It's been quite the challenge.
It's going good so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you, do you live in Brooklyn still?
I'm sorry?
Do you still live in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is...
I'm just gonna see. I think I'm gonna take a quick look over here for 1 second.
Sorry, I need you. Okay, see, everybody, all these people you need to look that way from the other end of that.
Oh, that is her. Oh my Lord. Okay. All right. Well, saw the back of Governor Hochul's head.
So we heard her.
Yeah.
So
Back of the head and voice.
do you want to check out?
Oh yeah. We got to check this out. Yes. We're gonna take a brief pause to use the bathroom, or as they call it here, restrooms.
It was quite a journey to get here. I'm not talking about the 22-minute ride from Jamaica Station. I'm literally talking about something that started under 8 of my predecessor governors.
Let's just take a look over here first.
Yeah.
We may as well.
Let's take a look. Oh, look, Metro North.
Elvio, hey.
Hey, Elvio.
What's going on?
A real governor of the people. Except from a distance. Hey. So presumably a lot of these will be vending areas, but obviously that like this over here. There's pictures of bagels and a little
transition to Metro North.
Transitioning to Metro
this the
North.
golden
May I get it?
Unfortunately not. They've
Thank
all
you.
gone, I'm afraid.
Gone?
Oh my!
Hey!
Okay.
What a rip!
All right.
There's another.
I want my golden ticket! Alright. Future clothing store. Future diner.
Future sushi.
Future sushi. Oh yeah. Future pizza. Are they giving out? It looks like they're giving out the golden tickets here.
Oh, thank you.
A golden ticket. Thank you very much.
I will keep this forever.
I'm selling mine on eBay. You're folding it! It's losing all its value!
Metro North, main concourse. Let's see.
Oh!
Way out that
Sweet,
way.
thank you. Wow, boy. Now this is worth it. That's worth at least 3 golden tickets.
Put mine away in a safe place.
Did you hear the one was like, if you want to take a selfie, there's a selfie station down the hall. Oh, there we go. This is the selfie station. The designated selfie station.
Okay. More popular than Oscars night.
This is bigger than I expected. How many tracks are there?
8.
Oh. 8 tracks. Future Zorros. Ooh. Quotes about how great New York is. Oh, yeah, let's check this out. Old school Long Island Railroad. Interesting mosaic. Film a little closer here. Wow.
Looks like they reused old cigarettes.
This petrified cigarette mosaic. the glass fault program ended, so they're using the rest of the glass. Quite expansive.
You call me anything.
Mop and dustpan. Yeah, sorry, mop and broom. I mean broom and dustpan.
I want to go back to the minute, no?
All right. Here we go. Grand Central main concourse. So this should lead up to the lower level kind of dining concourse, I think, and then to the main concourse. Thank you very much. Thank you. If I'm not mistaken, we should see the fried chicken spot as soon as we get up here, with the donut place just to the left.
Pretty nice transition.
Yeah. Oh, it's Luke's Lobster.
Oh yeah.
But wait, oh look, donut place just to the left. I was right about that. I think this used to be a fried chicken restaurant. I'm gonna take partial credit for that.
Okay.
Oh. And look at this. This now says Long Island Railroad over here.
Wow.
Nice.
I hope the landmarks mission. Shall we
exit?
Let's take a look at the front of the station, the classic front view.
The Jackie Onassis entrance.
Somebody with a picture of Anne Frank and somebody with a Hitler mustache painted on them, and CCP.
Let's see. How dare you ruin this otherwise grand day at Grand Central?
The new federal state of China slaves of the CCP state taking down the CCP. All right.
Okay.
I'm surprised they're allowed to do that in here. You're not even allowed to sit down and wait for a train.
Yeah.
Please do not sit down. Hey, look at this. Wow. The JP Morgan Tennis Expo. What is this?
Yeah, indeed.
Or squash.
see
There is a
this?
little Jackie O.
Yeah, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis foyer, or as she would say, foyer.
Look at the. I don't know if this is the best rendition of her face.
Oh. Yeah, she looks kind of unhappy there.
Well, that was before. That was right before they were about to knock down the terminal. So she was a little bit angry. Hey.
For those who don't know anything about Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Oh. And here, even over here, we have the press. Lots of them.
Hey.
So, okay.
Let's get a one look at the front as the press gets all of their stock footage.
From Pershing Square.
Yeah. You have your hat? You don't? Okay.
I put it away.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
packed
see
it.
the doubled up hat.
Yeah.
Yes. You have change, man, so he can catch this. Get it.
Oh, plus the Altria building.
Oh! Not just cigarettes. They also make craft
Right.
foods. Macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. There was, Philip Morris orange juice. And there, Pershing Square, pigeons, and the armored car, which I think was carrying the golden tickets.
Yes. Thankfully, they got here all in one piece.
Yeah.
We got our golden ticket. So, Long Island Railroad now fully incorporated into the historic 1913 Grand Central Terminal building.
And since it is called Grand Central Madison, will we see entrances at Madison?
That is a good question.
Well, here's more press coverage.
Yeah. They're more like doing the radar and signal sweeping coverage.
And more across the street. Shall we go across the street?
Yeah, let's see the Metro MTA police. New York 1 satellite. Hey, 41 Noticias, Nueva York.
So about 8 years ago, I was on a tour of the construction of what was then called East Side Access, and it was just like pits of mud and dirt, several stories below Grand Central. So this is actually quite a bit better.
So how many years have they actually been constructing it?
Oh, around 30.
Oh, okay. And even as recently as 8 years ago, it was still just pits
Here,
of mud.
yeah.
Did they start the construction
So
from the
here's
Jamaica
Madison.
side?
Is there? Where is? Oh well.
You probably can go
Yeah.
into the Vanderbilt.
Because we
one
saw.
Vanderbilt.
Right, you can go into one Vanderbilt, and we did see signs while we were in Grand Central Madison for exit to 44th Street. So we'll skip that time.
We'll do that. That'll be a follow-up.
Yeah.
Because I heard is the Hochul exit. She's going to be going through there, so there's going to be Secret Service, police, MTA cops, Empire Task Force. The works.
Come on. Well, we're at Madison Avenue and 42nd Street.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
And so this is appropriately the end of our trip to Grand Central Madison.
Oh, look at that. Madison, yo. Madison.
That proves we were here.
We were here.
Yeah. It wasn't just an illusion. This is infrared. This is what you've been watching.